Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 of the day, Harford, Monroe, women's soccer. Two nationally ranked teams getting ready to go at it. And we're going to have the starting lineups here. The Fighting Owls take on the Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to introduce you to our starters, beginning with the designated visiting team, the Harford Fighting Owls. Number 4, Samantha DiCarlo. Number 8, Jody Pallant. Number 9, Haley Bowen. Number 10, Rachel Boley. Number 13, Alicia Rotuno. Number 14, Natalie Berkey. Number 17, Elena Saravetis. Number 21, Casey Lambert. Number 22, Brooke Murphy. Number 27, Summer Law. And starting to go for Harford, wearing number 0, Crystal Klein. The Fighting Owls are led by head coach Jason Muffaletto, and he is assisted by Aaron Lynn. And now the starting lineup for the Monroe Mustangs. Number 2, Mayara Quiros. Number 3, Anya Donlin. Number 7, Leah Munez. Number 8, Francesca Sullivan. Number 9, Maria Santin. Number 10, Yolanda Abalat. Number 11, Juliana Piros. Number 13, Deanna Frizone. Number 17, Angie Ponce. Number 21, Alba Gonzalez. And starting to go wearing number 1, Marta Alamani. Mustangs are led by head coach Marcus DiBernardo. He's assisted by Jonathan Avila, Bueno Condol, and Kevin Picardo. Let's play soccer. All right, so there you have it. The starting lineups for Harford. It's Klein in goal, DiCarlo, Pallant, Bowen, Boley, Rotuno, Berkey, Saravetis, Lambert, Murphy, and Law. And for the Mustangs, it is Alamani in goal, Quiros, Munoz, Sullivan, Santin, Abalat, Piros, Frizone, Ponce, and Gonzalez. Yesterday, these two teams got started in a big way. Harford came in ranked the number 8 team in the country, and they dispatched Onondaga 7-0. 4 goals scored by Rachel Boley in that game. And Monroe, they took down the host team, CCBC Essex Knights. Piros scoring a hat trick there. Now these two teams will square off in what promises to be a pretty good matchup. Just about set to go. If you're just joining us, game 1 went over. We had some injury time in that game. Game 2 of the day. We're almost ready to go here. Harford wearing the road jerseys, black with blue lettering and numbers. Monroe wearing their white home jerseys with the yellow numbers, which are a little bit difficult to see. So have patience with us as we're calling out the Mustang names today. It may take us a moment to figure out who it is. We mentioned earlier that Rachel Boley scored 4 goals yesterday in the 7-0 win over Onondaga. Also scoring were DiCarlo, Kappa, and Lambert in that contest. And for the Mustangs, led by Piros, Santin had 2 goals. Quiros, Munoz, Ponce, Gonzalez, and Quiros all adding a goal as well. So this one underway. And I apologize, I mispronounced Maria Heros. Heros is the name, number 23 in your program. As we see some of our ball runners getting back late to this contest, we're just glad they came back. Sent ahead. Last season, these two met. Harford defeated Monroe 2-1 in overtime, and that one's cleared away. Probably not what Rotuno wanted to do, send it off the back line for a corner kick. The Mustangs play quick, as you'll probably see here with this first corner. And I believe that's going to be Albilat to take the corner. Harford comes in ranked number 8 in the country. Monroe, number 16. A good move by DiCarlo to come out near the corner. This one played in, top of the box. Header sent away. The header was by Frizone. Mustangs keep it in, but only momentarily. A one-hop shot to the keeper taken by Munoz. That ball makes it through the center. Run down by Ponce all the way back to the keeper, Alamani. HarfordAthletics.com. As Harford looking to make a run at it. Good defense by the Mustangs. That's how you can find news on your Fighting Owls. HarfordAthletics.com. You can also follow them on Twitter at Fighting Owls HCC. And for Monroe, MonroeMustangs.com. And you can find them on Twitter at Monroe_Mustangs. Now, folks, if you're just joining us, we did tweet out the live stats link. We're keeping live stats for this game as well. So if you want to have the broadcast up on one tab and the stats up on another, we tweeted that out. If you check out the Essex Twitter at CCBC Essex Sports. There's an early opportunity and a save made by Klein. I believe the shot taken by Quieros. Yes, it was an early opportunity, but Klein denies the goal. Alamani clears the ball out of the box. Now she'll get it back to play. Law putting a little bit of pressure on, keeping her distance. So 5 minutes in, no score in this one. The Knights took the opening game of the day, 4-0 over Onondaga. And the whistle blown. Foul called as Rotuno played the ball well. Foul was called on Maria Santin of Monroe. And here come the Mustangs. Played into the middle, nobody there. By Pieros. It'll be interesting to see how the Harford head coach, Muffaletto, plays his bench today as we're looking over there. 3 subs available. Monroe, at least with pennies on, have 12 on their bench. Monroe has it taken away. That's Rotuno. Drops it back to DiCarlo. And now sent ahead. Out of bounds for the throw. Still early in this one. 8th minute. Scoreless. Sent ahead by Pieros. Coming all the way out of the box is Klein to clear it. Played back at the middle and into the backfield of the Mustangs. Played ahead now. The ball chested down by Quieros. It was sent away by Harford's Bowen as this one trickles all the way back to Klein. Klein, 5'7" goalie in her second year at Harford out of Joppatown, Maryland. And handball called against Harford. Harford keeps possession on the ball. Murphy gets it ahead to Law. And Law has it taken away by Donlin. And a foul called on Monroe. So Harford, a chance to advance the ball here. Rotuno, she'll have the restart. Big foot, a bit too much. It takes 1.5 hops to Alamani in between the pipes. Monroe now working it ahead. They'll come back. Far sideline. Ball's lost. Sent ahead by Berkey. And a foul called on Monroe. The 11th minute of play here. We are live at CCBC Essex. Harford Monroe women's soccer. We're scoreless in day 2 of the 5th annual Knights Soccer Kickoff Classic. Cleared away. And Monroe looking to counter a good ball. Even better job by the Harford defense. The combination of Saravetis and Rotuno get that ball out of harm's way. And we're going to get a foul called against Rotuno. So set piece coming up for Monroe just outside of the box. We'll see if they can do anything with it. The first opportunity came a while back. Left foot into the box, punched away by Klein. Settled down by the Mustangs. Harford looking to clear it again. Mustangs doing a good job of keeping it in so far. And the whistle blown, foul called on the Mustangs. It'll be Harford's ball. Ball played into the middle. Opportunity for the Mustangs. Left foot. And a shot that goes high. Quiros had all sorts of space. Probably wants that one back to take a touch or so. Substitution for Harford. Law comes off. Maria Capa comes in. We're in the 14th minute of play here. Ball played straight down. Heel pass found Ponce to Donlin, and Donlin plays all the way back to Alamani. This is going to be, nope, not as interesting as I thought. Rolls out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Fighting Owls. "15th minute of play on this one. Coming up next, men's soccer, the second half of our day. Game 3 of the day, game 7 of the weekend. The Knights men will take on the Titans of Eastern Florida. A game coming up 20 minutes at the conclusion of our current contest, which is scoreless, entering the 16th minute. And we have our first goal of the game. I was kind of shielded by a spectator, so I'll wait to find out who scored it. See if I can check it out on the replay. So it's going to be 1-0 in favor of Monroe. All right, we have confirmation on the goal. Here comes the call. Monroe goal scored by number 7, Leia Munoz. Assisted by Juliana Pieros. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 3 seconds. So Munoz from Pieros, her second goal of the year, puts Monroe up 1-0. So Harford, as things started last year against this Mustangs team, will play behind 1-0. In last year's contest, Harford tied it up late, took it into overtime, and defeated the Mustangs. So the Mustangs looking for a bit of revenge. And referee says play on. And the ball kicked out of bounds by Ponce. We'll step aside for the injury. We'll be back. The score, Mustangs 1, Fighting Owls 0. All right, so play about to continue. So Harford will have the throw in. It was kicked out of bounds by Monroe on purpose. And there we go. Not sure they know how that protocol goes. And what happens is Monroe kicked it out of bounds for the injury. So Harford, you throw the ball in, play it all the way back to Monroe, and then we get it started. So we're started back up nonetheless. The ball sent ahead. Move made by Quiros. Drops it all the way back to Peros. Peros coming in. Klein comes out to make the save on Peros. And it'll be a corner kick for the Mustangs. Good play, good decision by Klein. Top of the box, far side. That one straight up now into the middle. Pieros couldn't handle it. And there's the cleanup. A 2-0 lead by Monroe. You ever notice how these student athletes never want to turn around and show us their numbers when they score? All right. Yes, we see you. And they're telling us it's number 9, Maria Santin, with the Monroe goal. No assist. No assist on the play. Monroe goal scored by number 9, Maria Santin. The goal was unassisted. Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 12 seconds. So Harford playing behind for the first time this season. Goals by Munoz and Santin. Have the Mustangs with a 2-0 advantage. A lot of activity, a lot of physicality over on the sideline there. Ball played back to Monroe. And that pass goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Fighting Owls. '20th minute in this first half. Harford looking to advance. And sloppy passing there leads to the turnover. Played to our near side by Ponce. Ponce plays it ahead to Quiros. Quiros all by herself with 4 Fighting Owls working on Rotuno. Rotuno, a little bit of contact, no call. Quiros now resets. Far post, header off the crossbar. And the Mustangs narrowly missing out on their 3rd goal of the day. I believe the header was by Munoz. That would have been her 2nd. Munoz from Barcelona, Spain. The ball stays with the Mustangs. And they are not taking their foot off the accelerator. Lose control of it there, but get it back. Defense by Rotuno. She goes down. Out comes Klein, and she's got the ball. Almost lost it off that back line. Klein sends it ahead. Straight into the air. Played down by Boley. Now to the sideline. DiCarlo has it taken away. Giving it up was Gonzalez. Now sent ahead. Is she on? She's on. That's Piros. Piros. Shot and a score. Juliana Pires. Picks up another goal. I believe her 4th of the season. She had the hat trick yesterday, if memory serves. Monroe goal scored by number 11, Juliana Pires. Time of the goal, 22 minutes, 36 seconds. That ball played ahead and out of bounds. This Copica couldn't get to it. Harford in a 3-0 hole. And sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Just a little while ago found out that our special guest broadcaster, Niles Longbottom, cannot make it in today. So not only are the Fighting Owls down by 3, one of their favorite broadcasters unable to make it. Hopefully they're able to respond and make a game of this. Because of our first 5 contests, trying to do some quick math in my head here, but I believe the average margin of victory has been right around 6 goals. Of course, that's with the unbelievable 13 goals that Eastern Florida scored yesterday against Harford. And as a member of the Maryland JUCO Conference, you know, I understand this is college soccer, and if you don't want them to score, stop them, but I thought 13 was a bit much yesterday. 20 and a half to play in this first half. Harford doesn't have a shot on goal just yet. Law pressures the goalkeeper, Alamani. Sent ahead. And she was on, and they are giving her the business. Pires was on. She stopped because she thought she was too far. And that ball, there was nobody there. The goalie, Klein, had to come out to play it. Played back to Alamani. Plays it ahead now. All the way back to Alamani. And we'll get some substitutes. Throw into Harford. Whistle blown, a foul, and a card given. And it looks like it's given to Natalie Berkey. Yellow card issued to Harford, number 14, Natalie Berkey. Good ball. And punched away by Klein, kept in by Ledger. And Klein will come off her line to get that one. And they're going to put this ball back where it should be. Thought she was offsides. No call. Save made by Klein on the shot. A centering pass and a score. Unable to clear after the save made on Pieros. I think it was 2 on the goal. Pieros, yes. 2 from Pieros. Monroe goal scored by number 2, Mayara Quiros. Assisted by number 11, Juliana Perez. Time of the goal, 29 minutes, 41 seconds. So back to game action, and right now, as this one stands, it's Monroe playing like the 8th-ranked team in the country, as they are all over the Fighting Owls. 7 shots on goal for Monroe, and they've netted 4. Harford yet to register a shot on goal. 14:20 remaining first half. Harford has it taken away, just Had her pocket picked. That was Pallant. Coming up on 13 minutes remaining. In this one, it's going to be a foot race. Got to watch down below. Ponce is, now they cover her. And that one will go out of bounds for a corner kick. Waiting to see who the corner kick will be taken by. I have no way to see that number from here. I think it should be a common practice that anytime new jerseys are ordered, that order should be approved by the sports information and public address people. There's a good header. Klein is there to make the save. Put on goal by Ledger. Kiana Ledger, the sophomore from Queens, New York. .11:42 to play. Taken away by Pallant. Pallant drops it. .11 minutes remaining. I think, I said this yesterday as the Knights fell 10-1 to the Mustangs. This is the time of year that you want to have these types of games. I mean, whether Harford scores and makes a game of it or they lose this game by multiple goals, to be 1-1 going into your season and to face someone the caliber of Monroe, I mean, that helps you going forward. That can only help you in the Region 20 Maryland JUCO Conference, the type of competition that those schools have, where at least for the past 4 or 5 years, it's been kind of just a three-team league, with Harford winning the last 2 regional titles. So entering the 36th minute of play, Harford, a lot of work to do to get back into this one. Ledger gives it up, sent ahead, far ahead. Running it down is Ponce. Ponce, a little bit of room. Drops it back to Quiros. Quiros into the middle. And now things getting a little bit chippy. And the Mustangs will pull the ball out and regroup. And a foul called on Harford. 9 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this first half. On deck, men's soccer action. CCBC Essex, Eastern Florida State College. That game will follow this game 20 minutes at the conclusion of the women of Harford and Monroe. Good move. And a good tackle as Quiros was looking for another goal. Tackle made by Cerveris to keep her out. And we'll step aside a second here for the substitutions. Good breeze going on in this game. Down there on the field. Game time temperature for game one was about 82 degrees. And we're sitting at 84. Bright and sunny, so probably feels about 95 down there on the field. As we're live in the 5th Annual Knights Soccer Kickoff Classic at CCBC Essex. We thank you for joining us. That ball chipped ahead by Santine, and a bit too far. Will turn over to the Fighting Owls. 8 shots on goal for Monroe. They've scored on 4 of them. 2 corner kicks in this first half. Ponce sends it ahead, gets it back from Quiros. Correction, that's Ledger. Ledger sends it ahead from Ponce. Klein has enough time to come off her line and get it. The referee says play on, recognizing what that was all about as it's clear to Summer Law. Law works the switch with Kappa. Up top now. We'll play it back to Berkey. Berkey, who picked up the yellow card earlier in this half, gives it to Bowen. Bowen all the way across the field. Now Pallant leaves it. Nobody home. As she was looking for Lambert. Mustangs all over it. 40th minute of play. Alamani will chase it down and give it up. It'll stay with the Mustangs. So I'd like to take the opportunity to thank both of these clubs for joining us here this weekend. The Knights will see Harford later this year. There's a shot. Klein sets it aside. May have been Quiros who shot that ball. No, it was Munoz who had that last shot on goal. Law gives it up to Kappa. Kappa drops it to Bowen. Bowen is fouled. 4:40 to go first half. Rotuno plays it ahead. There's a right-footed shot. Save made by Klein. Played out by Monroe. Law brings it down. Drops it into the middle. Monroe's style of defense, it's almost as if they allow Harford, like this here, they allow them to make that pass, and then they just go to the ball. And as I say that, they let someone in behind. Left-footed shot off the outside of the post. That was taken by Lambert, the sophomore out of Sparrows Point. And probably the first real scoring opportunity for the Fighting Owls in this first half. Quick play. Lambert did a good job of finding the soft spot that time in the Mustangs defense. Good takeaway there by Berkey. Gives it up to Pallant. And we're going to get a foul called. The referee will have a quick chat with the young ladies. 90 seconds remaining in the first half. And thus far in this one, it's been all Mustangs. They lead it 4-0. Final minute of play in the first half. Final minute. Oh, a great move there by Ponce as she sees her shot go wide. Okay. Okay. And we're going to get some cards here, or a card. It's going to be issued to Brooke Murphy for Harford. Harford yellow card issued to number 22, Brooke Murphy. The freshman, or excuse me, the sophomore, Abingdon native. And that'll take us to the half. And folks, we've just been told that the Essex Eastern Florida game will begin 10 minutes at the conclusion of this game. Pushing the time up to help Eastern Florida a little bit. They got a flight to catch, so we're going to try and get to that one quickly. This one, 4-0, Mustangs at the half. We'll be back in approximately 10 minutes with the second half of the contest. There we go. We're back now, live from CCBC Essex Stadium with the second half of Harford versus Monroe. The first half was all Monroe. 4 unanswered goals. 4 different goal scorers: Munoz, Santon, Perez, and Quiros, with goals in the 16th, 19th, 23rd, and 30th minute, respectively. Second half underway. Sent ahead. Harford right now just looking to get on the scoreboard. Play in the middle. All the way back to Alamani. And we're going to get a foul on the Mustangs. Rachel Boley goes down. She gets back up. She'll be just fine. So Harford, 30 yards out, will have a set piece here. Shot, but right at Alamani. As Lambert gave it right to the keeper. And Harford denied an opportunity. They do, however, have their first shot on goal. Third minute of play in the second half. So 48 minutes to get a shot on goal. Here come the Fighting Owls again. Pass cut down by Monroe. And here comes Monroe. A good ball played to Peters. And Klein comes off her line to get that one. Boley. Played all the way back to Alamani. We are in the 50th minute of play. We're still at our halftime score, 4-0 Mustangs. Halfway through our day. Men's soccer action coming up next. She's on. Far side. Chased down by Quiros. And she'll reset her offense. Still unsure why Pires is so open here. As you see Abelat get the ball. Abelat sends it into the middle. Bounces around. Cleared by Harford. Mustangs ready to go again. And that one too far. Mayara Quiros couldn't track it down. And Harford will take over. All the way back to the Mustangs backfield. Played ahead. And Munoz a bit too far. Bowley giving chase. The Mustangs shut it down. 53rd minute of play now. Slowed down for the moment by DiCarlo. Ooh. Pressure from Bowley there. Shot rings off the side. Taken by Quiros. The freshman from Minas Gerais, Brazil. Minas Gerais, Brazil. Listed as a defender. Certainly hasn't played like one today. Here come the Mustangs again. Right-footed shot sent away by Rotuno. Will give and go. Nice pass. Rotuno cannot catch her in time. And there might be a card after the play here, as I believe it was Munoz again. It was. It'll be her second goal. Monroe goal scored by number 7, Leia Munoz. Time of the goal, 53 minutes, 43 seconds. The goal is her second today. Referee will stop the clock now. Maybe. Now we're ready for play. Mustangs not satisfied with 5. Here they come again. Big right-footed strike, but right at the keeper, Klein. And I think that was Quieros. Nope, not even close. Juliana Perez put that shot on goal. All the way out is Alemani. Alemani says, look, guys, I've only faced 1 shot, so I got to get some sort of cardio in today. All the way off her line. Out of the box even by about 15 yards on that one. 34.5 to play. Still early in the second half. And here's I believe the 3rd card of the day for Harford. This one given to number 21, Casey Lambert. Is that her 2nd card of the day? Waiting for confirmation here. I don't. Can we find out if that was on 21 and if so, it's her 2nd? Oh, and another goal for the Mustangs. Looks like number 10, Yolanda Albalot. So Albalot scores. Mustangs now ahead by 6. Monroe goal scored by number 10, Yolanda Albalot. Time of the goal, 56 minutes, 11 seconds. So Harford getting a taste of the medicine that they handed out yesterday to Onondaga. Played in the middle law. Can't bring it all the way down. So just over 33 minutes to go. Harford trails at 6-0. Yellow card was issued to Lambert just a few moments ago. Oh, great ball played ahead. Munoz can't get by Klein as Klein came all the way to the edge of the box to clear it out. Throw in upcoming for the Mustangs. Munoz. Boley playing back. Center. Ledger. Good foot skills. Now she's alone with Klein, and she buries it. And she dribbled right around the defender. The Mustangs add the extra point to go up 7-0. Lewis. Monroe goal scored by number 14, Kiana Ledger. Time of the goal, 57 minutes, 50 seconds. With that goal, Monroe takes a 7-0 lead. They also switched their goalkeepers. Taylor Lewis is now in goal. The sophomore out of Hamilton, Ohio. Boy, she's a long way from home. I guess not too far. So 7-0 the score here. Harford now a 0 plus minus for the season. They defeated Onondaga yesterday 7-0. They now trail by the same score. .31 minutes to play. Sent away by Klein. Midfield now. Good ball, Munoz looking for the hat trick. She gives it up. And the yellow card issued to Klein. And we'll wait to see if this goal is scored. If they score the goal, it'll be Santine from Munoz. So we'll wait to find out. The yellow card definitely issued to the Harford keeper. Yellow card issued to Harford. Crystal Klein. Official timeout. All right, so we'll step aside as they attend to Munoz, and we'll wait to find out what the call is on the field. I believe since a foul was called in the box, the goal will be nullified, but we may be seeing a penalty kick with the replacement goalie. We'll be back. Tell them to let us know the goalie coming in for Harford.
Who is the goalie coming in for Harford?
I think it's Rachel Boley, but I can't tell.
Yeah.
Yep. So Rachel Boley will serve as the goalkeeper for now. Now in goal for Harford, Rachel Boley. So they do count the goal. We'll get the announcement here. Monroe goal scored by number 9, Maria Santin. Assisted by number 7, Leah Munoz. Time of the goal, 59 minutes, 36 seconds. Nothing now. The score, and Klein subbing back in. Ladies and gentlemen, returning to goal for Harford, Crystal Klein. So let's see, approximately a minute and a half in goal for Boley. No shots, no goals allowed. Did her job. DiCarlo. Not sure what that's all about. Starting to feel in the legs a little bit earlier today. Yesterday it didn't really hit me that we were working 4 soccer games until about halftime of the third one. Now with 28:45 remaining in this one, game 2, starting to feel it. Here comes the freebie. The restart, Lambert off the mark. Harford playing very uncharacteristic of themselves. And the reason being is this Monroe team is really playing full throttle this entire game. I mean, they've made substitutions, but it hasn't been wholesale substitutions. They could do it. They have a bench of about 12 people over there. But they just have rotated and kept fresh legs in at all times to be able to play that up-tempo game of theirs. Harford just has not had a chance. Shots on goal, 15-1 in favor of the Mustangs. Good move. Sent ahead. Rotuno giving chase for the Fighting Owls. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Waiting to see. Foul called against the Mustangs. So those of you that may be joining us, it's currently 1:53 Eastern Standard Time, for the Knights versus the Titans, CCBC Essex versus Eastern Florida, as that one will be cleared. That game will begin approximately 10 minutes at the conclusion of this game. So you got probably about 40 minutes from now. That game will get started at approximately 2:45. Between some injury time we had in game 1. We've had a little bit of injury time in this game, but 8 goals does not help the contest run faster. So if that's what you're here for, we apologize. It's going to be a little bit longer. Sent ahead. DiCarlo has it. Good move to get to her left. And shut down. Ooh. And it's going to be a goal kick. I thought there was going to be a foul called as Kappa went to the ground. Boley checking back in for the Fighting Owls. Sent back. Good play to get around Rotuno. Rotuno recovers. Hand checking. Referee lets him play on, sent away by Klein. They play it back to Lewis. All the way back to Lewis. So the official time on the clock that you are watching, we are just about a second off. A second too fast, I believe. Big right foot shot off the mark. A good move there by Kayla Nicola. Ledger loses it. Now play back to the middle. Harford, Rachel Boley leaves it. Believe for Kepa. And again, the Mustangs defense takes it away. Foul called on Harford. This would be our fourth shutout of the weekend if the score holds up. Played back to Klein. Klein sends it ahead. Boley, right foot. Lewis with the save. DiCarlo tried to play it into the middle. Nothing going there. CCBC Essex and Eastern Florida men's teams heading down to the field now to begin their warm-ups off the end lines behind the shooting nets. "20 minutes to go. Out of bounds to Harford. And it's actually going to be a corner, so with 19:30 to go, Harford awarded their first corner kick of the day. Over Lewis's head, nobody there for Harford. Boley runs it down. Plays it into Rotuno. Rotuno has it taken away. And it'll stay with Harford on the sideline. Saravetis will have the throw in. Lambert will restart it here. Driven far side. Kept in by Rotuno. The shot taken by... Oh, scratch that, offsides. And we got a player down for Monroe. Stops the clock with 18:09 to play. We'll be back in just a moment.
Say stop the clock if he told you.
Did they tell you to stop the clock?
They told us to keep it running.
Oh. Okay.
10-4, thank you.
Any pizza update?
Shut your mouth is the update.
Mm.
Nah, we ordered it at halftime, so it'll be here when it gets here.
Why did they stop it now?
So now are we stopping it?
Earlier that he told us to keep it running, and now with the injuries, they just told us to stop it. So.
All right, 10-4. Make sure you guys keep us notified of stuff like that, because we have the scoreboard overlay, which includes the clock, so we just need to know what's going on. Thanks.
I didn't know.
What kind of phone do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Galaxy S9.
Oh. I'm not paying that money for that. How do you like the screen? The screensaver look. I mean, the screen looks different. Projector.
Well, I hate this case, honestly. The case
yeah.
sucks, but like the screen on is amazing. I really like it. Like, the only reason I put this on is for work, so I would screw it up.
Jenny just got the iPhone 7, and she got the OtterBox. That thing is like a fucking
Bulletproof.
bulletproof. Yeah, I hope that didn't get picked up by the. All right, about ready to go back to the action. And 17:25 to play in this one. And those of you just joining us expecting to see the Knights versus the Titans, with injuries today, that game has been pushed back a little bit. So this one, 17:25 to go. And then instead of 20 minutes in between games, we're going to have 10 minutes at the conclusion of this game. The Knights and the Titans will go on. A little bit of gamesmanship. The Knights toward the Titans. The Titans, they have a flight to catch. They get back down to FLA. And so we're going to try and speed things up here. It will still be a corner kick here for Harford. They're second of the game. However, they're second in the last 3 minutes as well. So here comes the drive from Lambert. Lambert, far post, coming out as Lewis. She came off her line, and Law makes her pay. Lewis fought the Law, and the Law won. Lambert to Lewis. 17:20 remaining. Harford goal scored by number 27, Summer Law. Assisted by number 21, Casey Lambert. Time of the goal, 72 minutes, 40 seconds. And a yellow card issued to Monroe, Angie Ponce. Yellow card issued to Monroe, number 17, Angie Ponce. And that one's put on frame. Lewis handles it. So Harford will not be shut out. They're back even on the season. They've scored 8 goals and have given up 8. Saravetis plays it back to Klein, who sends it ahead. Lambert, now to Carlo. Good move. Back to Klein. 16 minutes to play in this one. And again, those of you tuning in expecting to see the Knights and Titans, that game will be on board 10 minutes at the conclusion of the one that we are currently watching. We do apologize. You will probably have to refresh your browser at that time. The game will still take place right where you're at, youtube.com/CCBC Essex Knights, but we will have to start a new broadcast stream for the new game. Here comes Ledger. Ledger stops momentarily, now picks up speed and has it poked away. A good play by the Fighting Owls. Whew, been at this too long. Almost said the Fighting Knights. Centering pass. Law looking for her second. Lewis comes off her line to get it. It's funny what a look can do. I was watching one of the spectators out here. She was getting ready to walk in front of our broadcast booth to get to the other side. And we just had quick eye contact. And she says, okay, I guess I better not do that, and walked away. The international language of eyes. Just picked up a new subscriber during the broadcast. Thank you to Nikki Brown, who subscribed to our channel. Remember, folks, you can subscribe to the Knights channel, especially if you are a Knights fan. And going forward, anytime we start a live broadcast, you will receive a notification. Just make sure that the settings are adjusted as such. 14 minutes to play in this one. It's been all Mustangs. Shots on goal 16-2 in favor of the Mustangs. Harford does, however, have 3 corner kicks to Monroe's 2. Eight saves today for Klein. And goal for Harford. Monroe looking to get the 8-goal lead back. Punched away. Play coming through the midfield. Now Berkey sends it back. 12:35. Rotuno is ahead, looking for the pass. DiCarlo can't get it to her, and it'll be sent out of bounds by the Mustangs. It'll be a throw-in for Harford. Rotuno working for the ball. Good move. Goes to her left. It is deflected and out of bounds for a corner. So Harford not giving up too easily here at the end of this one. They're not ready to throw it in just yet. The outcome may be determined, but their effort has not been. Playing for pride at this point. Hand goes down. Corner kick sent away. Far post. And out by the Mustangs. Foul called on Harford. Far sideline, the Mustangs. We're now in the 80th minute of play. Chipped ahead and cleared out by Saravetis. It's going to be Harford's ball. Substitute checking in for Harford. Looks like it's going to be Jordan Johnson, the 5'4" freshman out of Aberdeen. Rotuno with space. Tries to play it into the center, and it is deflected off the back line for a corner. 9:20 to play in this one. It's going to be Lambert again to take the corner, drives, and Lewis comes off her line to cut it down. So with the win, Monroe, they will move on 2-0. That ball's played ahead. Racing is Notar Nicola. She's got Eros in the center, can't get it to her. Harford will fall to 1-1. And I would imagine when the next set of rankings come out this week, Monroe will no longer be sitting at number 16. I'm going to say, depending on some other games, Harford probably will drop just outside of the top 10 to 11. Monroe will move up to 10. That'll be my guess. We'll have to wait and see. Check back later this week at njcaa.org. You can follow them on one of their new Twitter sites, the at NJCAA. And they also have sports specific now, so it's at NJCAA Soccer, where they'll be releasing those polls later this week. Here comes Rachel Boley, and that one's sent away, no call. I tell you what, though. Back, I don't know, 20 years ago or so when I was in high school, our soccer players would take a fall. We didn't have this nice, cushy turf surface to take a fall onto. Not saying that's what these two athletes did there. I think they both were going at it. The ball got played on the tackle. Boley went down. But going down now and going down 20 years ago, big difference. 6:55 to play. We have a referee timeout on the field, injury timeout. Two players shaken up. We'll be back for the conclusion of Monroe versus Harford here on the home for CCBC Essex Athletics. And we are going to get a card, as we're obviously not stepping away. The card issued to Alba Gonzalez of Monroe. Yellow card issued to Monroe, number 21, Alba Gonzalez. That had to be, she had to have said something to the referee because he was allowing play to continue and looked back, saw that Boley and Gonzalez were still on the ground, blew the whistle for their injuries, and she must have said something as she was being attended to, or after she was attended to the referee to make him give her the card. Under 6.5 to play. Lambert drives it. Lewis has a tough time with it, but there are no fighting owls around. That one chipped ahead. Klein, good job. Good communication between her and Berkey. Rotuno, she's got some room. Good ball played ahead to her. Can she put it away? No! About 3 feet too high as it just went under the football crossbar. She's kicking herself for that one. 5:20 to play here at CCBC Essex. The Knights men's soccer team will take on Eastern Florida. 10 minutes at the conclusion of this game. We'll be right here. You'll probably have to reset your browser. We'll still be at youtube.com/CCBC Essex Knights. But we do have to start a new stream. So in approximately 15 minutes, that game will get underway. Coming back to play that one is Berkey all the way to Klein. Lambert dribbles back through the middle, gives it up to Boley. Boley now tried to send it ahead to Rotuno. There's a good ball. Rotuno on it. Settles it down. Shields her defender. Now bringing it back to the middle. Foul. Foul was called on Catherine Hayes. Cachoga, New York. Native. So, good, nice little set piece here for Harford as Rotuno and Boley left and right. 3.5 to play. Harford looking for their second goal of the match. Driven, this time off the crossbar of the football goalpost. Coming up on 3 minutes. All right, sorry about that, folks. Had to step away for a moment. Just outside of the box, into the wall goes the shot, but she gets her own rebound off the wall and scores. We'll get you a name here in just a second. As soon as she accommodates us by turning around. I'm being told it's number 9. There's a Beatles joke there, but most of you wouldn't understand it. So at 88-25, the 9th goal of the day. And for Santine, her hat trick. Monroe goal scored by number 9, Maria Santine. Her third of the day. Time of the goal, 88 minutes, 25 seconds. So Santine picks up the hat trick. Under a minute now to play. One last time, those of you waiting to see CCBC Essex versus Eastern Florida, when this game ends, give us 10 minutes, refresh your browser, and we'll have that game for you. Harford going to fall to 1-1. Monroe will improve to 2-0 on this young season. And we are going to be 3/4 of the way through the 5th annual Knights Soccer Kickoff Classic. All sides. 10 seconds remaining. Those of you that were here watching Harford versus Monroe, we thank you for joining us. And if you're here to watch CCBC Essex versus Eastern Florida, refresh your browser in 10 minutes. Until then, I'm Rocco Jeppi for the entire staff here saying so long. The final score, Monroe 9, Harford 1.